What is up, y'all? This is Dave doing another draft again, trying to do this like every day here. Um, yeah, if you didn't know, this like I do these I've been doing these underdog drafts, best ball drafts to be exact, every day, and so I just figured I'd stream them because I'm doing them. I'm just spending money on doing these, and just like, why not? Just in case anybody wanted to see what these kind of look like, and in case what if you start doing these, or if you're like looking at what people do or trying to are thinking of doing, this is like I try to think out loud, and so this is what I do here, every night about 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. So anyways, enough talking. So I am at pick 7. The draft just started, and so you can see here, I'm assuming this guy's gonna go with Jameer Gibbs, and then I'm just gonna let you guys know what draft I'm in. It's this $5 entry draft. There's crazy amount of people that get in, but you draft with 12 other people, and so yeah, Jameer Gibbs goes, and then Puka Nicole went at pick 2, which is kind of rare. But I think this guy's just trying to go with something unique, and go with something different here. And this guy's probably done a bunch of drafts, although he does not have the badge, but still. Um, so yeah, so it's a $5 entry. It's about third ways full. So first place wins 200,000, second place wins 100,000, third place wins 50,000, fourth 25,000, and so on and so on. And so what happens is you go against the 12 people that you draft with, and after 14 weeks, the best two advance, and then after that, you go against 10 people, and then one out of the 10 advance. CMC goes to pick 6, so I'm okay taking Amon Ra. It's just like this guy does not miss for the past couple of years, so I'm super okay taking him. So just going back, I just kind of want to explain. So you're drafting with 12 other people, two of the best teams after 14 weeks. Yeah, you could see here the qualifiers, 14 weeks. Um, Advance, and then two out of the 12 advance, 1 out of 10 then advances. Best, you go against 10 people if you advance, and then 1 out of 10 advance, and there's a 375 seat final. So if you make it to the final, you're at least making $750. That is pretty nice. That's pretty good. I mean, even if you're like don't even make it to the final, you could still make your money back, if not more. So not too bad. So we'll see where we're here. I am just gonna see what, like, I'm gonna pull up the draft board just because I like to see it, and see what the other teams are doing, and see what pretty much how the draft is coming. So yeah, if I'm able to take Devon Chan, I'm gonna take him. And Chase Brown is actually available. Chase Brown, I like him over Devon Chan, and I do want to take a running back here. I am kind of I'm surprised Chase Brown actually fell a little here. Um, but yeah, this CMC with Devon Chan's team looks good. But I am down to take Chase Brown. I think he is he is in the better offense, and he does have possibly better potential to be better this year. So as long as Joe Burrow stays healthy, I hope so. So again, this is like so many entries, so you're kind of shooting for the upside. So you kind of want to see like who, like this guy that went at 11. No wonder Chase Brown fell to us, because this guy took Drake London. But this seems like a pretty unique, like 1-2 to start. Same thing goes with this guy. So I like these two teams. Like this one, I'm pretty much all of them. Maybe not Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, just because I'm not a big Kenneth Walker fan. I had him in my home league last year, and he kind of cost me my league. So um, yeah, as the same thing goes with like Saquon Barkley. I had these two guys in last year in my home league, and that just sold me the league, or I ended up getting like fourth place, which sucks. But let's see who falls. So Jeremiah Love goes at pick 24. I like that I'm already like pretty balanced here. So if I would have gone with two wide receivers, I could have probably gone with like you know with maybe the tight end here, the Arizona tight end. I'm like blinking out right now, but or I would have gone with a running back. So the fact that I took wide receiver and a running back, like whoever falls to Trey McBride, that's the fella I was referring to. Like if Chris Flowers, I'm sorry, Chris Olave falls to me, great. If not, I'll take Ibuka. I might take Trek McBride. I just don't love taking Titans super early, if I'm being honest. Um, Unless it's like Bowers, if he falls to like the end of round two, I take him. But let's see here. Let's see who these two guys go with. So maybe these guys will help me make my pick here. So the other thing with Trey McBride is like he is gonna be in a bad offense. Like Trey McBride goes, so I am okay taking Chris Olave. Um, and then maybe I'll take Cam Scatterbull on the other one, and I'll be like perfectly balanced here. Unless like Emeka Buka makes it all the way to me, or if Tedero McMillan makes it to me. If Buka goes, so yeah, he's not making it to me. So far, so good. I think, in my opinion, I'm liking this team. I've gone in some fallers. I think. Let's see if any of them had fallen. Well, not really. Chris Olave's ADP is pick 29.5. I got him at pick 31, and Chase Brown also fell to me about two picks. So far, so good. I think, in my opinion. And yeah, guys, I try to have fun with this. It's just like, again, like I was doing these anyways, these streams anyways, and so then like sometimes I'll just like, not sometimes, every night I'll just like grab a drink and just kind of like cool down. And I think you could see behind me, I have a daughter, and so like you could see all her toys. So after she, after we put her down for bed, I just try to like relax and calm down and do something fun. So this is my fun time. This is my alone time. I do this for about an hour, and then I just like get ready for bed and just get ready for the next day for work and all that. So just figured I'd stream this, and if anybody sees this like later on, you know, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think, or let me know what else you'd like to hear, or anything that just like you're curious about. Then I'll take that. But yeah, man, you know I was just gonna talk about Josh Jacobs. Like Josh Jacobs, I think's pretty good. I just like, yeah, I was looking at Cam Scatterboo's buy compared to Chase Brown's. I didn't want to like maybe consider him, or maybe I would have probably taken Terry McLaurin if they share the same buy, but they don't. So we are good. They do share the same buy. Oh no, they don't. I was looking at Chris Olave. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, Chase Brown has a buy of 6. Scatterboo has a buy of 8. Chris Olave does share the same buy as Scatterboo, but that's okay. So let's see here. I am just gonna like some of these guys that might be willing to take. Um, Also, I don't want to fall too behind on wide receiver. I feel like I have two pretty solid running backs. Um, Especially like round 5. That's when like some elite quarterbacks start going. Somewhat round 6, and so again, like I have St. Brown, so I'm good. I could stack him with Jared Goff in like round 8, round 9 maybe. Chris Olave, same thing with Shug. So I'm going with the stacking option. I could take an elite quarterback, but I'd rather just get like another wide receiver, maybe another running back. If I get another running back, I'm not gonna pick up another running back for a while. But sometimes like wide receivers around like 7 or 8 just start getting kind of like I'm like, I don't know. I prefer the wide receivers in like this range of where we're at now till maybe about round 7. And then after that, I don't like until maybe starting around round 10, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't want to be forced to like pick up Reed or Romeo Dobbs or some guys like that, you know? Like here, man, I'm like, see, I'm on the fence. Do I go with Trevion? Do I go with Bucky? I do like Carnell Tate. Um, so like this is tough for me, right? Like sometimes like they've helped me make some decisions here, like as far as like their teams go. I'm going with Trevion and go hope for the upside. I do have my 1 and 2 running backs as far as like being my anchor running backs and should help me get through like the first few weeks just in case Trevion is like we know he's not the starter, right? Like what we hope for is that Trevion by like week 5 is a starter, maybe sooner, or like shows some show some promise or shows like some crazy plays where they eventually just make him the RB1. I when I first started doing these drafts, I was taking them, but after a while, I was just kind of realizing like this guy might not actually be the starting running back till like week 4. Um, so I stopped taking them. I started taking like Bucky Irving. I started taking Swift here, Carnell Tate here. I've started taking like some quarterbacks here, like Jaden Daniels. If I had Terry McLaurin, so you know, just just really depends. Like, but the fact that I have my 2 anchor running backs, I'm like, screw it, why not? Like, I haven't taken Trevion in a while. There is some upside. People are still like talking about him. He still is like a great running back. It's just the fact that like when is he gonna like be the starter, right? I'm taking Jordan Tyson because I know I have Chris Olave. They share the same buy, but the fact that I could get Shug and get the double stack later. I do like Tyler Warren, but again, I don't want to fall too behind on wide receiver, especially since I took 3 running backs. And with the tight ends, I could get some other tight ends with a safe floor. I could even go with another stack with John Johnson if I get Shug, or depending on what, or if I get Sam Laporta, and then that pushes me more to get Jared Goff here. So I'm fine taking Jordan Tyson. Like Tyler Warren's also great. I think he's going to be the #1 target in his team. Especially like Alec Pierce. Last time I saw, I had a like a bandage around his leg. So I mean, I might even take him here if I'm being honest. Tucker Craft also could be a great option. Especially like if I don't know who I could probably take here. Again, like I'm not too sure if I should get a tight end here. Like I do like Tucker Craft, but I just don't know if he'll. I don't know. We'll see what like you gotta see what the draft gives you, right? So I hope I get all these players, but by the time it gets to me, I don't have any of those available players. Any of those players available. So just gotta see. Just gotta see what it gives me. Like people that do this, I don't get it. Like I get it, but I just don't understand it. Like even this guy, right? I know you're going for the stacking options with like Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniel with Terry McLaurin, but I guess this team's not so bad. It's just like you only have 1 running back. You sure you have one of like the best running backs, but he takes Tony Pollard. So I guess it's not too bad. It actually seems pretty balanced. It's not too bad. His 2 running backs are 2 starters in their team. So his team is actually looking pretty good. It's just that you taking 2 elite quarterbacks like this guy here. You wide receiver 1 is JSN, and then Waddle. Like I don't know, man. So here I'm on the fence. Don't know if I should just take Ramondre. Kind of for sure know I'll have the starting running back in. I'm taking it. Yeah, I went with Alec Pierce. I'm taking Alec Pierce. Maybe I'll take. I was thinking of taking Ramondre. Sometimes I don't like taking them like back to back. If it be like Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, like in these later rounds, sure, because it's like pick 11 and 12, or like one of these later picks. So like you don't know, but when you're pick like when you're wasting like a pick seven, I mean a round seven pick. Again, like I know Alec Pierce was all bandaged up, but I know I mentioned that, but you know I do have my two anchor wide receivers with like St. Brown and Olave, the Jordan Tyson option, and then Alec Pierce when he's like fully healthy could be the number one target, or could be the is or should be the wide receiver one in his team. Sam Laporta goes, that sucks, dude. Like this guy, like why would he do that? Like I was hoping Sam Laporta made it to me, and then I could have just like had that option of to stack them. I do like Xavier Worthy somewhat more than I like Addison. Maybe I should take into a craft here, and I do like these like wide receivers here. Maybe it's like when it starts getting to like this range, I'm not a big fan of the wide receivers. I mean, Wanda Robinson seems okay. So Josh Downs goes. I am on the fence between these two. I am going with Xavier Worthy. Oh man, yeah, I went with it. I was just looking at Jordan Addison's like ADP and where he's fallen. Like I would have taken, yeah, maybe I take Xavier Worthy a little early. I was just looking at the difference. The fact I do like the KC offense more than I like the Minnesota offense. Um, Plus, he has a different buy than all my other wide receivers, and so I don't know. Maybe I should have taken Ramondre. It would have been okay. I would have been might have been done with running back until like maybe the second and last, third or last round, and just taken the five. Or maybe I could have taken Rico Dotto here and it just kind of been done. Or maybe I would have taken a tight end, but I'm all right with it. Let's hope I get Jared Goff on the way back. Um, he is available there. I do like these two tight ends as well. So Jared Goff goes. I am going to take Harold Fannin. I do like Harold Fannin. I do like Kyle Pitts. I hope one of these two tight ends makes it to me. Um, and kind of hope for the best here. Again, I don't want to fall too behind on quarterbacks. So if I'm able to take Jared Goff here and Shug on the way back, I'll love that. And then just kind of make up on some tight ends on the later picks. So I think we're gonna go that route. I don't want to hope, I don't want to risk taking Harold Fannin here or Kyle Pitts. Maybe I should have taken Tucker Craft instead of Alec Pierce and made up some wide receivers on the later picks, and had like my good tight end that I like, or even reached on Sam Laporta and just would have taken Jared Goff here. Again, just kind of learn from this. Like the more drafts you do, you just kind of start seeing like what other people are thinking, what other people are doing. I'm taking Jared Goff just for that same reason I was saying. I know I did reach a bit on him, but I'm all right with it. I do like Wanda Robinson. So there's a lot of these players that I like here, if I'm being honest. If I would have taken Jordan Addison, you could have probably taken Kyle Murray. Um, So I just again like I want to be able to have that stack with Jared Goff and St. Brown. This Sam Laporta guy would have probably taken Jared Goff just because he doesn't have a quarterback yet. Now I'm thinking like, who is this guy gonna pick up? No quarterback. this guy also doesn't have a quarterback, so I know he's gonna get someone on the way back. Again, that's another thing of like getting two wide receivers of like someone that you think um, of a team that's going to do well. Just because like with Jordan Tyson and Chris Olave, if someone would have had Tyson here, Shug would have been interesting to them. And so the fact that they probably don't have that stacking option um, makes it less intriguing for them to take the quarterback, right? So just that's sometimes the way I look at it. Again, some of these guys already have like two tight ends. Like this guy, don't like he took Tucker Craft and Sam Laporta. Like I wish I would have been able to get Sam Laporta at pick 90. Um, but it's okay. Um, yeah, it's okay. So let's see here. I like Wanda Robinson when it's like a full PPR, or I like him when I have Carnell Tate, just because of that same reason I was talking about earlier, where I have Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson. I'm able to pick up Cam Ward and then have like the Tennessee offense there and hope that they do well. So I'm just gonna pick up Shuck here to make sure I have the double stack with Tyson and Olave. I could risk him making it to me, but again, um, you know, other than like maybe Rashad White, Jordan Mason, again, I don't want to like force myself to take Golden or Romeo Dobbs. Maybe Travis Kelsey is interesting, but I'm good taking two of my quarterbacks, especially I got pick 9 and 10. I think Tyler Shug is going to be great. I think Jared Goff is going to be great. And then maybe I'll take a third quarterback like Mendoza in like round 14 or 15. And so then I can make up and get some tight ends here and or get like more running back or wide receiver help here. So I just kind of want to see like who I'm able to take. I'm super down to take Chris Rodriguez. I think he may be pretty good. Isaiah Likely, I think may have like a breakout year this year. If Travis Kelce makes it to me, great. Again, gotta see what the draft gives me. There is a lot of tight ends here. I can also take Raheed Shaheed and see if like I'm able to pick up Sam Laporta on the next pick. Uh, I can also pick up Daniel Jones since I have Alec Pierce. Pick up Jalen Naylor and pick up what's his name, Mendoza on a later pick, just because I know Mendoza is probably not going to start till maybe about week 5, and so I do have like my QB1 and my QB2 with Goff and Shug, so I'm happy with it. I'm just now thinking maybe I should have taken a tight end at pick 79, and then kind of been okay with like Tucker Craft, right? I'm more upset at this guy at pick 11 because dude, you have the double stack and like the double stack with like Kraft and Watson with Jordan Love, but yeah, like you really didn't need to take Laporta. Like Laporta could have fallen to me. Like I'm sure he reached on Laporta on right here. So I don't know. Like yeah, his team is shaping up to be pretty decent, but I still don't like this guy. Flash easy. So Jacory Krosky Merritt. Chris Rodriguez is available. Mark Andrews is available. Sorry, I'm looking at what else are my options here. I am taking Chris Rodriguez. I think there is upside there. Um, I think he could split the backfield with Baishal Turin, just because Turin hasn't been like the clear RB1 in any of his teams or any like in a team yet. So I know he's the RB1 right now. I just think Chris Rodriguez can actually come in and share the backfield. So likely goes would have liked to take in likely, but I think I could take Juwan Johnson and have the I could take like Juwan Johnson and maybe like other tight ends that could have upside like Sadiq. Tyrell Tracy falls to me. I might pick him up and just be done with my running backs. I'll have the backup running back for Scatterbull in case he's hurt. Um, like I would take Shaheed maybe if I was able to take Sam Darnold. Tyrone Tracy's available. I might just take him. Although I do like Jalen Naylor. Daniel Jones is available. Juwan Johnson, I could probably get him on my next pick. So I am taking Tyrone Tracy. I know I don't have any tight ends yet. I don't love the fact that I don't have a tight end yet. But I do like wide receivers in these last these later rounds. So I think I could get some wide receivers here. I could get Kenyon Sadiq. I could probably get Juwan Johnson at pick 151. Hunter Henry's available. Oof. Gadsden's available. So here's what we're gonna do. Here is my might throw in Daniel Jones in there. So this guy takes Chig to double stack with Daniels and McLaurin, which looks good. This guy takes Trey Tucker before he takes Jalen Naylor, which is I get it because Tucker is the the deep ball threat, but I really think Jalen Naylor will be the better wide receiver as far as like getting more targets, getting more. Oh, who knows, right? You don't know. So I guess he's going for upside. I'm not a big fan of team at one. Although I do like his pick. Like I do like some of his picks, but we'll see. John Jennings goes. I think I'm able to take one of these guys. Like no, I don't know. I think I could probably get Juwan Johnson on the way back. Some of these guys all have two tight ends, except for the guy at pick 12. Um, there's Gadsden in front of him, so I am probably going to take Jalen Naylor and hope Gadsden or Juwan Johnson makes it to me. Reason why I'm taking Naylor is because I think I can get Fernando Mendoza. Jalen Naylor goes, so I'm going with Juwan Johnson. Um, Gadsden's also available. I mean, it's all is also someone I would have probably taken. Now, if Daniel Jones makes it to me, so let me see what we can do here. CJ Stroud goes. So Fernando Mendoza is like 12 picks away from. We'll see. All right. Let's just again, we'll see what the draft gives you. This guy just takes back to back to back tight ends. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I get it, but if you're taking your third tight end, I think it'd probably be better to take him in like later rounds to see maybe it could be like the tight end from the Rams that there is upside there. Kenyon Sadiq goes, geez. Bryce Young goes. If Daniel Jones makes it to me, that'd be great, and I'll be done at quarterback, and I'll be happy, right? I don't have to reach on Mendoza. Tyler Algier goes, and then I do have that second option with Alec Pierce, and hopefully by like week 5, both Daniel Jones and Alec Pierce are like healthy and are the Colts team that they looked like last year. So I just hope none of these guys auto draft. Like this guy has one QB, he might go with Daniel Jones. He does. Freak. I was worried about that. Like I know I need tight end help, but other than any of these other guys here, I don't want to fall too behind on quarterback. I'm just fine taking Fernando Mendoza because after that, like you have Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith, Jacoby Brissett, Tua, Shador Sanders. Like you don't know if those guys are going to be starters for most of the season. I think Fernando Mendoza will be a starter for the majority of the season. I think after week 5, he'll be a starter. It just sucks that they took Daniel Jones before I was able to get him. So if I could get like T.J. Hawkinson, Dalton Schultz, I think has a great floor. AJ Barners, I could probably, I think maybe okay. You know what? I like Greg Dulcich. I think I also like Gunnar Helm. So I actually like these tight ends here. I'm like I'm okay taking. So if any of these guys go, like I know Dalton Schultz has a safe floor. He goes, so it's fine with me. Like I'm fine taking this guy. Greg Dulcich, if I'm even pronouncing his name right, I think is gonna be the clear like target one at his in his team. So I know we don't have the quarterback, we don't have the second option, but I'm fine taking him, especially since I have Juwan Johnson and I have the floor with Juwan Johnson. I think Juwan Johnson could give me like a safe. Like, can I see his profile? I think I can. But um, but yeah, man, I think there's not much. I know there's just like rookies or second year and some veteran wide receivers at Miami. There's not like a clear wide receiver one that's like a good wide receiver. And so I think that this guy is just going to go off. So I am going to take him here. Again, I'd rather take him over AJ Barner just because like AJ Barner is like AJ Barner sharing the targets with Shaheed, Cooper Cup, and Shaheed and JSN, right? So I'm fine taking this guy. It seems like he's the clear number one target, similar to Tyler Warren. So I am fine taking him. And I do need a tight end anyways, so I'll take him. Malik Washington's here. I like these guys. Um, Kate Auden's also available. Terrence Ferguson. I think Terrence Ferguson can be like a great tight end later on in the year. But here's what I'll do: if I don't get Gunnar Helm, I like Malik Washington. If I don't get those guys, I am going to take Mike Washington to be able to pair up with Fernando Mendoza. Like I'm done at running back. I am done at quarterback. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna in my last 2 rounds, I'm going to take 2 Raiders offense, maybe with if I'm being honest, I might actually be done at tight end for now. I think Gunnar Helm is a great tight end. He does share a different vibe. I might just take him. Um, we'll see. We'll see what the draft gives me. But what I'm thinking is I might take just Michael Mayer with my last pick. I may take Jack Besh for my second and last pick. Or if Gunnar Helm is available, screw it, I'll take Gunnar Helm. And then I'll take Jack Besh and maybe another wide receiver. Um, I'll take two wide receivers in my last pick. So we'll see what the draft gives me. Sorry, guys. Like I know you can't see this, and I don't know how to move my freaking background or my face from this, and I wish I could go more down. I'm barely learning how to stream here. So Mike Washington goes. So if Gunnar Helm's available, I'll take Gunnar Helm. Wait, I did say I'm done at running back, so I'm not taking Mike Washington. This guy has two tight ends. Just let Gunnar Helm bring it to me. He takes Pat Freiermuth, so I'm super happy taking Gunnar Helm. Especially I do need the tight end help. I mean, I see why he takes Pat Freiermuth. He does have Aaron Rodgers, so he's going for the stacking here. So I get it. I'm happy with my tight ends. I know I waited till like round 13 to take my first tight end, but I think there's upside in within all three tight ends that I picked up. So I'll take it, man. Like I'm super happy with this team. You know, it's pretty balanced right now. Smash on two wide receivers at the end on the last two picks. So I mean, Mike Washington, I think would be nice, but I am done at running back. Yeah, I am done at running back. So okay. Sorry guys, I was like trying to see like Njoku's also like another tight end that you could pick up here. Calvin Ridley goes. Again, not a big fan of Calvin Ridley. So I'm pretty set on what wide receivers I like to take. I think there is upside with Darnell Mooney. I think he can be getting some balls there, but I'm gonna take Keyshawn Booty and then just get Jack Bash on my last pick. But these are some guys that I do like here on these later picks. With like, if I have Fernando Mendoza, I'm trying to get maybe Trey Tucker, Jaden Naylor. And if I don't get one of those two guys, then I'm taking Jack Bash at the last pick or the second to last pick, just so I have that stacking option and maybe one of the weeks that he just goes off, hopefully. So him being my last wide receiver that I pick up, I'm okay with it. And then again, like Jaden Naylor and or Trey Tucker may have the more opportunities, the more targets. So yeah, man, I'm really liking this team. I have the New Orleans offense with Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, Juwan Johnson, and Tyler Shug, which is great. I know I have any of the running backs, which is okay. Like I'm fine not taking them. I don't know if ETN is like fully established in that offense yet. And then Alvin Kamara is just older. I know he just re-signed, so he may be taking some of that workload from ETN. I don't think he's going to be um, the clear full like be taking all the reps as a running back. as far as ETN goes. Like I don't see it. So like I like my team, right? Trying to see like is there anything I could have done differently or probably could have done differently? Like maybe not taking Trevion here. Maybe I could have probably taken Carl Tate. Could have opened me up for taking Cam Ward in these little picks just because I do like Carnell Tate. And then maybe I've taken like Rico Dotto or Stevenson in this pick here at 79. I just hope Alex Pierce is like good to go. So let's actually like just look up to see. So Alec Pierce's availability for week one is uncertain, right? I know he just had like a left ankle surgery in March. So that's like 4 to 6 month recovery. So not good, man. Like, maybe he's good at maybe I just don't know. Like, so Pierce and Downs that we can say will even be on the roster. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could have probably done differently. So instead of Trevion, I would have probably taken Carnell Tate. Uh, Maybe even Bucky Irving. I know he's hurt, but I would have taken Carnell Tate there. I would have been fine taking Jordan Tyson, but at pick 79, I would have taken a running back, maybe even a tight end. So at 79, I would have probably taken Ramondre Stevenson, if I'm being honest. Maybe Chuba Hubbard, who would have fallen to me, that would have been great. But that's what I'm seeing that I could have probably done differently. Um, Other than that, like I am happy with my team. I know Alec Pierce is not like my wide receiver one, two, and three, and I think he may battle it out for like the starting with Xavier Worthy. So maybe I should have taken Ramondre, even maybe taking Ramondre instead of Alec Pierce, and probably taking wide receiver here instead of Chris Rodriguez, like Omar Cooper. But I'm seeing that's like probably the only bad thing, but I think is okay. And sometimes I like to see what's like the projected. I know it's like fully complete now. So let's just kind of go through this. I'm projected to have 29-10. I know these projections don't really matter, but I do like to see like other people's teams and to see like first of all, let's see like how many badges there are in here. There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. If you don't know, these guys with badges have made like hundreds, if not thousands, of drafts. Have done like hundreds of these drafts, and so that's how you earn these badges. And so they're pretty, I guess you could say, experienced. So they kind of know what to look for. They do so many, so it's just like they try different tactics, different strategies, and all that. So I'm happy with my team. So let's just kind of see like where we're projected at. This guy's projected to have more points than us. I like to see their team because sometimes they'll have like four tight ends like this guy does, or like four quarterbacks, and that's why they're projected like more. So this guy has like Hunter Henry, Dalton Schultz, TJ Hawkins, and Kate Alton. So that kind of makes sense, right? He only has four running backs with Jameer Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Jalen Warren, and J.K. Dobbins. He does have the two anchor running backs, but other than that, like if Jeremiah Love doesn't come through like people expect him to, if he's like another, um, the running back from the Raiders, if he's as like Ashton Genty, because he's not in a great offense, he is supposed to be in a horrible offense this year. Like you don't have other running backs to back that up, right? Jalen Warren may lose his starting role to Rico Dotto, and then J.K. Dobbins is like a hurting. Like this guy gets hurt like every other week, right? So with his right white, jeez, with his wide receivers seems pretty decent. I do like his one wide receiver with Rasheed Rice, but Luther Burden, feel like he still hasn't shown anything. I know he seems like pretty promising. He may be the clear wide. He may be the wide receiver one. Just does it's not doesn't come out as a clear wide receiver one, right? Romeo Dobbs is still there. I'm sorry, not Romeo Dobbs. Romo Dunze is still there. I think he's the better wide receiver. Just gotta wait and see. So this guy has Cooper Cup. Dude is like 30 something. So I mean, other than like Devontae Adams, Rasheed Rice, Trey Tucker, it's not much there. So this guy has like 2,600 points, not to extent 2,600 points. 27, 26, 27. I'm at 29. This guy's at 29, 33. Again, with the four quarterbacks. Sorry, you can't see, but with the four quarterbacks, similar to the other guy with the four wide receivers, things that I just like, it's excessive that you may not need. Like, I know you take CJ Stroud, Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers. That might not be like the quarterback room that you want. I just don't think you need the fourth wide quarterback, right? So, pretty good 1-2 with Jonathan Taylor and Kenneth Walker, uh, by Shell Tudens, Ramondre Stevenson. His running back room seems fine, but he cut his wide receiver room short because he also took Harold Fanner, Mark Andrews, and Pat Fairmouth. He took three tight ends, but you have six wide receivers, because you took the four QBs. So, yeah, you have Parker Washington, Josh Downs, Wanda Robinson, Jaden Noel, Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers. Like, it's okay, but again, you're projected up there because you have four QBs. Um, like these guys that took two QBs, this guy was able to take six running backs because he takes Ashton Genty in the first round, but then like doesn't get another running back to round 9. So his wide receiver room is actually pretty fucking stacked. With JJ, Malik Neighbors, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, DK, Jacoby Myers, and Malik Washington. Like this guy's wide receiver room is like great, right? And it makes sense why he took six running backs. But he also has Josh Allen, so he has the stack with Josh Allen and DJ Moore. So this guy like seems fine. So I might battle out with this guy, if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, man, this guy's team also looks pretty decent. Yeah, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving as his just three running backs. I just don't like. Another thing is there's no point of taking seven running backs, especially if like the top three running backs that you have. Like you could have stopped at Zach Charbonnet and you should have been good, and then gotten like two more wide receivers, right? Because now you're like hoping these three guys, other than like CD Lamb, is just like fighting for the starting lineup. Maybe Shaheed, but I don't know. So I'm loving my team compared to the others. So I'm hoping this is one of the teams that I advance to, hopefully make it to the playoffs. I do love this team. Just to recap, I have Jared Goff, Tyler Shug, Fernando Mendoza as my quarterbacks. Running backs, I have Chase Brown, Cam Scatterbo, Trevion Henderson, Chris Rodriguez, and Tyrone Tracy. Great, love it. Um, again, Chris Rodriguez could be a running back one. If Baishal Turin gets hurt, or whatever the reason may be, if Baishal Turin doesn't catch the ball that often, Chris Rodriguez may be the catching back. Chase Brown, obviously in a great offense, obviously a great running back. Towards the end of the season last year, he was great. Cam Scatterbo as well. He was great when he was playing. Beautiful. Tracy, just in case Cam Scatterbo is not available in the first few weeks, I have Tyrone Tracy to be there as a starting running back. So, love my running back room. Great. Trevion Henderson could absolutely go nuts in some of the weeks and just go into the starting lineup. So I actually love that Trevion Henderson pick now that I'm looking at this room. So as far as my wide receivers go, Amon Ross St. Brown, Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, Alec Pierce, Xavier Worthy, Keyshawn Booty, Jack Bash. Love it. As far as like my top three, maybe top five wide receivers. Do love Xavier Worthy when he was healthy. Could he showed like he's a great wide receiver. That Alex Pierce now I'm like kind of like on the fence now. I'm like kind of beating myself up for it. I don't know, I do have other wide receivers that can like hold it down until Alec Pierce is healthy. So I don't hate it too much. I just hope he doesn't like take too long to come on the field and be the explosive wide receiver that he should be, right? So I love my wide receivers. And as far as my tight ends goes, I know you guys can't see it. I have my freaking ugly face there. Juwan Johnson as my tight end one, Greg Dolchich is my tight end two, and Gunnar Helm. So the upside is there. Juwan Johnson, I think, gives me the safe floor. I think Greg Dolchich also is going to be the number one target in Miami. And then Gunnar Helm is that young tight end that I think may actually break out this year. So love it. My stackings as well is like Jared, just kind of like let you guys know, I have Jared Goff stacked with Amon Ross and Brown. And then I have Tyler Sharks triple stack, Chris Olave with Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, and Juwan Johnson. And then I have Fernando Mendoza stacked with Jack Bash. So love this team. I think it will advance at least to the next round. So I think this $5 for sure got me, will at least get me at least 10. So yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I love if you see this later on, like I hope you liked it, man. Leave a comment. Um, feel free to let me know what you think, good or bad, and I'll feel free to catch my other ones. Peace.